What's going on, Chill Army? Deondre and I've here, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Anime Episode Reviews. Today we're going to be going over Pokemon Journeys Episode 106, a new show, Team Rocket's Covert Kingdom Radio. In the end, it all comes down to how you approach the episode. While this means the episode does not advance as one would expect the Team Rocket starring Episode 2, it also gives it a distinct flair that is unlike any other episode of the program. The episode's distinctiveness is highlighted immediately away, with the three hijacking the typical Ash and Go goal introduction scene midway through, putting us directly into the episode. This is just the first of many examples of how flimsy the fourth wall was throughout the episode, from the trio requesting the opening theme as their opening number, to the advertisements when the broadcast reached the halfway mark, and finally arguing and attempting to interview the narrator himself. It's strange and out of the ordinary, but it fits perfectly in as an extreme version of the Team Rocket trio shenanigans. They've always been the characters best suited for this type of comedy, and this episode exemplifies that perfectly. Given that one of Journey's major criticisms is the show's mishandling of the Team Rocket trio, which includes a much lower appearance and a gimmick that actively makes them harder to ride around beyond their role as threats, this episode appears to be aimed squarely at offering fans of the recurring villains some of their typical shenanigans in a different format, and if seen in this light, the episode succeeds admirably. Starting with Jesse dominating the first episode, much to James and Meowth's chagrin, to James being the one to eventually suggest commemorative memorabilia for his fans, with Meowth helpfully rounding out the team as a midpoint between his colleagues, the main members of the group act exactly as one would expect. The plot follows a similar pattern, beginning with Jesse, James, and Meowth understanding a request to recruit more members and starting a radio show to do so, only to have their early attempts fail miserably and only achieve success once they completely excise and forget about any Team Rocket propaganda elements. It fits with how often the trio's competence and success are inversely related to how evil they are, and it works well for a story more focused on fun shenanigans than a great plot. It's a component of Team Rocket's humanizing side that this series has a hard time portraying regularly, so seeing it here in full force is a refreshing change of pace for Journeys. Perhaps more surprisingly, this episode also manages to offer Professor Cerise and Ren a bit more depth by revealing that they both like listening to the radio, which leads to both of them following the show, with Ren in particular attempting to become an affectionate fan on principle. This episode worked effectively as a vehicle for the Team Rocket trio spectacular. The biggest issue is that, given Team Rocket's divisive reception, such a reliance on their personality could be a huge make or break factor for many viewers, especially considering how this episode is a very self-indulgent tribute to the lovely and charming villains with little focus on moving the story forward beyond that. This episode of Pokemon Journeys receives a 7 out of 10. And that is going to be it for this week's episode of Pokemon Anime Episode Reviews. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to smackety smack that like button as it pushes this video out to YouTube's algorithm and more people click on it and watch it, and increases my watch time and my view count and stuff like that, and I get closer to getting monetized, but y'all didn't really need to know all that. Also, if you guys are brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click that bell icon. It's 100% free. And be sure to check out all of my other content as well. But until then, I love you all, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Only good, Chill Army.